students, again I welcome you all for the online classes of Triveni Memorial Senior Secondary School. And through this video, I want to give you the explanation of a poem, and the name of the poem is My Mother at 66, written by Kamla Das. Now before starting with the poem, I would like to give you a brief introduction about the poet Kamla Das. Kamla Das, who was also known as Kamla Suraya after her conversion to Islam in the year 1999, and she was born on 31st March 1934 in Thrissur, Kerala. She spent most of her childhood in Calcutta in a family of artists where she felt ignored and unloved. In her teenage, she married an older relative, and the emotional and sexual problems arising from that unsatisfying relationship and her young motherhood provided material for much of her poetry. Now, theme of the poem. My Mother at 66 is based on the theme of advancing age and the fear of loss and separation associated with it. The poetess undergoes a plethora of emotions when she sees her mother aging and feels the pangs of separation at the thought of losing her. She must be feeling guilty of not being able to stay with her mother in her old age. She also wishes for the lost beauty and young, that is the youth of her mother. The poem is written in a single sentence which indicates the single thread of thought, that is, the loss of beauty and charm and approaching death and decay. Now students, here are some poetic devices which are used in the poem. Let's discuss. First one is simile. Simile, first of all, I would like to give you the meaning, what exactly simile means. Simile, it is the comparison of two things by using as or like. Example, her face ashen like that of a corpse. Second example, as a late winter's moon. So students, wherever you find the word as or like, it means there is a poetic device simile used there. Now the second one is metaphor. It is the direct comparison of two things without the use of as or like. For example, the merry children spelling. Now here, wherever the comparison without using as or like is there, clearly it's a metaphor. Personification. When we give human characteristics to animals or plants or non-living thing, example, trees sprinting. After that, anaphora. It is the repetition of a word or phrase to create a poetic effect in a poem. Example, the poet repeats these words, smile and smile and smile. Now the next one is alliteration. It is the repetition of the consonant sounds in a line of a poem. Example, my mother. Next, that thought. Next, I said was see you soon. So if you just have a look, there is a repetition of one alphabet, M, my mother. That thought, T, T. I said was see you soon. Repetition of S. Now students, let's begin with an explanation. Now the stanza first. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me. Now, in these lines, poet wants to recall a trip back to Cochin from her holidays in her parents, which means Kamla Das' parents who are living there and she was back to Cochin after spending her holiday with her parents. House the previous week, it was Friday, and that morning she was driving with her mother next to her on the front seat. If you just have a look at the picture, students, you'll find both Kamla Das and her mother was sitting in a car and she was moving towards an airport. Second stanza. Doors open mouth, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away. And now, here in these lines, the poet says that she was observing her mother who had fallen asleep on the front seat with her mouth slightly open. That means she was dozing at that time when her eyes were slightly closed and mouth open. Her mother's face was pale and it reminded her of the nearly white faces of dead body. The color of the face of a mother was white, eyes slightly closed, mouth open. In an all, it gives a reflection of a dead body. It is then that she comes to realize that her mother was not young any longer and that her appearance had caught up with her age. This was very hard for the poet to accept that, so she was determined to focus her attention on something else. Third stanza. Looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her, wan, pale. Now, here in these lines, poet wants to say that she turned away from her aging mother and decided to look outside the windows of the car in which she was driving. Kamla Das wants to look outside because she wants to get rid that thought that her mother was dead because of the age factor. She was no more, and definitely Kamla Das don't want to lose her mother. Outside, her eyes fell on the trees that the vehicle was passing by. The car was moving so fast that by way of relative motion, it seems to the poet that all the trees she could see were also running at full speed past her. It seemed that those trees must have been quite youthful if they had the energy to move at such a fast pace. The poet's eyes also fell on the children who were coming out of their houses, brimming over with their excitement to get outside. The poet passed all these sights and reached the airport. Till then, her mind was distracted by the sights. However, after the security check, she was standing a short distance away from her mother, and again she chanced to notice the old woman. Just as before, her mother appeared very pale and insipid. So, students, definitely the comparison made by Kamla Das inside the car and outside was totally opposite. Inside, her mother, which looks like completely lifeless, and outside, the trees which are sprinting, and the merry making children who are playing, who are happy, and who are feeling very excited was completely opposite scenario. The fourth stanza, as the late winter's moon and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. And I did was smile and smile and smile. Now, here in this stanza, poet Kamla Das wants to explain a comparison where her mother's face with the sight of the moon on a night towards the end of winter. During winter, the moon, the beauty of moon enhances. This made her recall the thing she had been most afraid of during her childhood, the fear that her mother would die one day. This was the fear that had plagued her many times before, and it was plaguing her again now. However, she did not let that fear show itself on her face. Instead, she put up a brave face and waved goodbye to her mother. She assured her mother that they would be seeing each other again soon. Definitely, Kamla Das having a positive sensation that definitely again when she is going to come back, she will definitely meet her mother. And all the while, even though she was in a great agony, the smile never left her face. Definitely, Kamla Das, inside her heart, she was quite afraid, but by her face, by the smile on her face, she wanted to show that definitely she was not in a position to lose her mother. Now, students, there are few expressions which are used in the poem. Now, I would like to discuss with you those expressions. First of all, doors open mouth. Now, here this expression is used for Kamla Das' mother, an expression of sheer listlessness and lethargy. Because when the mother was driving with Kamla Das, her mouth was doors open and finally eyes was bit closed. Then she thought away. The poet realizes that her mother has come to terms with life and as such as no unfulfilled desires and wishes. Trees sprinting and merry children spilling. A direct contrast to her aged mother. Literally, static trees seems to be running through the running vehicle. In other words, the trees, though have static existence, manifest dynamism and energy. The young children suggest sign of active and blossoming life. Both these attributes are missing in old mother. So definitely here is a contrast. As I already told you while explanation, that inside the car there was lifelessness, which the mother was expressed with the dozing face, closed eyes, and pale face, which seems as though she was without life. But outside the car, there was sprinting of trees and merry children, which seems the children are very happy, they were excited, they are enjoying their life. Late winter's moon. It is very important, students. The wintry moon is of uncertainty and looks pale and is devoid of charm and glow for which it is known. And any time it may disappear in a fog or mist. So definitely late winter's moon here is compared with mother of Kamla Das, because now because of the age factor, the beauty, the charm of mother was also disappearing, and same with the case of wintry moon. With charm and glow of that moon disappear as the time passed in the fog or mist. Old familiar ache, childhood fear, the fear of losing one or other things or of being separated from our near and dear ones. This fear remains in us right from the childhood. The sensation of this presupposed loss and separation is all the time familiar. So it's very true, definitely, to Kamla Das, when she was child, at that time also she was having the same fear. And now when she was grown up, when she was parting away from her mother, the same sensation was there in the mind of Kamla Das that one day she has to part away from her mother. So this presupposed loss and separation is all time familiar in Kamla Das. Now let's begin with the significance of the title given by Kamla Das, that is My Mother at 66. The title is apt as the poem is about the narrator's realization that time has flown by and old age has crept up on her mother. The poem revolves around the theme of advancing age, the fear associated with it, and loss and separation from her mother. Now students, here are few textbook questions. Let's discuss these questions. Now the first question, what is the kind of pain and ache that the poet feels? The poet feels the pain of separation from her mother, and the ache the poet feels is a result out of a sense of guilt for not looking after her mother. Definitely, her mother was living all alone and she was living separately. Since her childhood, the poet has also experienced a nagging fear of her mother and losing her mother because of the age factor, and now her mother was old, so the pain and ache Kamla Das was suffering about the parting with her mother. Second question, why are the young trees described as sprinting? Young tree seems to be sprinting, that is, rushing past the poet, because she is traveling very fast in a car, because she was there moving towards the airport. And the sprinting movement of the trees contrast well with the poet's ashen-like face, because the mother mouth was dosed, eyes were slightly closed, and face completely pale. And definitely, the children who are in the spring of their life are full of life and energy, whereas the old woman has been weakened and consumed by time. Definitely, the youth is one's life sprints away while the old age lingers on, because definitely there was a wide difference between the youth and the old. Youth are full of energy, full of dynamism, whereas old ones are completely lethargic and feels lifeless. Now the third question, why has the poet brought in the image of merry children spilling out of their homes? Now finally, the image presents a sharp contrast to the poet's limp and dozing old mother. The children symbolize the beginning of the life, whereas the old woman, that is the mother of Kamla Das, seems to be pale and ashen face, which symbolizes her imminent death. Because of the age factor, her face was dosed up and there was a pale face which shows that her death was very near. And the spontaneous overflow of life symbolized by the children is in contrast with the inactive life of the aged mother. Why has the mother been compared to the late winter's moon? The poet Kamla Das has compared her mother to the late winter's moon to convey the idea of her old age. The winter is a traditional symbol of death, and moon, particularly the pale one, is associated with the decay and mood swings. As you all know, during winter season, the beauty of moon has been shattered down by the fog and the clouds. In the same way, the wrinkled face, pale face, and definitely the old age factor of mother has been given her to look like a late winter moon. Now the fifth question, what do the parting words of the poet and her smile signifies? Now here, as you all know, the parting words are see you soon Amma are the expression of the dilemma and confusion in her mind, while her elongated smile is superficial and express her hopelessness. Definitely, because here Kamla Das was parting away from her mother, was having an idea that definitely when she was going to come back again, might be she was not able to see her mother. That was a fear in her mind, and she was completely hopeless at that time. And both the words and the smile not only hide her anxiety and fear about her mother, rather frail health, that is the old age factor, and definitely, but also the faint hope that the woman would survive long enough for the two or to meet her again, and definitely the smile must have confronted the old woman even if it was not the hollow one, because definitely Kamla Das wants to meet her mother. She don't want to separate from her mother at any cost. So students, here we finishes with the poem. Hope the poem is clear to you. Thank you and meet you in the next video.